Welcome. This is Steve Colino, and this is Confidential Remarks. Today we are going back to focus on open access and the future framework of real estate. This presentation is about improving trust in real estate. Buying or selling a home is one of the biggest moments in someone's life, but the process doesn't always feel clear or fair. A lot of people go through it feeling confused or unsure about what's really happening. The Open Access Trust Framework is designed to fix that. It creates a simple, consistent way to make sure people understand the process and feel confident in their decisions. Instead of guessing or relying on assumptions, this framework focuses on making trust something real and measurable. Buying a home is a huge financial decision, often the biggest one a person will ever make. It involves money, legal steps, and important choices that can affect someone's future. But even though it's so important, the process can feel confusing. People don't always know how pricing works, what different professionals do, or what they're agreeing to until later in the process. That creates a problem. When something this important isn't clear from the start, it can make people feel stressed, unsure, and less trusting. A lot of people think a strong real estate market just means lots of sales are happening. More deals, more activity, more growth. But that doesn't tell the full story. Just because a market is busy doesn't mean people trust it. Things can still be unclear or unfair, even if everything looks successful on the surface. A truly healthy market is one where people understand what's going on, feel treated fairly, and can make decisions with confidence, not just one where a lot of transactions are happening. This framework isn't just an idea, it's a real system with clear standards. It helps define how things should work so everyone is on the same page. It sets expectations, creates ways to measure trust, and makes sure important information is shared before people make decisions. Instead of leaving things vague or confusing, it brings structure and clarity to the process. That way, people don't feel like they're figuring things out as they go. At the center of everything are three simple ideas: clarity, choice, and control. Clarity means people understand what's happening, like costs, terms, and responsibilities, before they agree to anything. Choice means people have options. They're not stuck with just one way of doing things. They can pick what works best for them. Control means the person making the decision stays in charge the whole time. They're not being pushed or guided without understanding. They're leading their own decisions. To make trust something real, we actually measure it. That's where the trust index comes in. Instead of relying on what companies say about themselves, the system looks at real-world behavior. It focuses on what actually happens during transactions. This makes the score more honest and reliable because it's based on real experiences, not marketing or promises. The system looks at several important things that affect people's experience. It checks if prices are clear and easy to understand. It looks at whether people have different options to choose from. It measures how easy it is to see available properties. It also looks at how open and honest professionals are. And finally, it considers how people feel about their experience, like reviews, complaints, and feedback. All of these together help paint a full picture of trust. Not every market works the same way. Some are harder to navigate and less transparent, while others are much clearer and easier to understand. This framework groups markets into levels based on trust. Lower levels mean more confusion and limited access. Higher levels mean better transparency, more choices, and easier access to information. This helps people compare markets and understand where improvements are needed. In this system, trust isn't something you can just claim. It's something you earn. Professionals are evaluated based on what they actually do. If they meet basic standards, they're verified. If they go further and are more open, they move up. The highest level is for those who fully prioritize honesty and the consumer's best interest. This makes trust something real and visible, not just something people say. The trust scores are built using real data from different sources. This includes property listings, pricing information, official records, and feedback from consumers. By using multiple sources, the system becomes more accurate and balanced. It doesn't rely on just one perspective. It looks at the full picture. This helps make sure the results are fair and based on facts. For this system to work, it has to be fair and independent. That means no one can pay to improve their score or get special treatment. The rules are the same for everyone, and everything is measured the same way. This fairness is what makes people trust the system itself, not just the results. At a basic level, people should know what they're getting into before they commit to anything. That includes clear pricing, easy to understand options, and full honesty about relationships or incentives. These aren't extra features. They're the minimum standard for building trust. All of this information is made public so people can actually use it. They can compare different markets, understand how things work in their area, and make better decisions. It also encourages professionals and markets to improve because everything is visible and accountable. This framework isn't meant to stay the same forever. It's designed to grow and improve over time. As the market changes, new tools, technologies, and standards can be added, but the main focus will always stay the same: clarity, choice, and control. That way, it stays useful and relevant in the future. At the end of the day, everything comes back to trust. A market can be busy, but if people don't trust it, it won't last. Real success comes from people feeling confident, informed, and treated fairly. The future of real estate isn't just about more transactions. It's about better, more trusted experiences. And that's what this framework is built to create. This has been Confidential Remarks.